Hey everybody, this is that drummer guy Josh Runquist, and I am here with Wes from the Faceless, who just got done kicking ass at Summer Slaughter here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. How's it going, man?
Doing good, man. How are you?
Doing great, especially after seeing you guys for the first time.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
It's always cool to play here. This place is cool.
I'm normally from Minneapolis, St. Paul area, and once I heard about Summer Slaughter getting moved to Louisville instead of St. Paul for tomorrow night, I made sure to come to Milwaukee here tonight to see you guys.
That's cool, man. Yeah, I'm not even sure exactly why that got moved. There's been a few dates that got moved on this tour, but like the rave is fucking awesome. So
It really is, yeah. Yeah, it was great sound, good atmosphere, everything.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So how's the tour been so far?
It's been great, dude. I mean, really, the thing that's amazing about it, like, aside from the shows, is that it's just like a tour of friends, really, man. There's just a whole bunch of fucking people who know each other, and we share a bus with Maya. They're a great band and great dudes, so it's been cool. It's been really cool.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. And Autotheism just came out on Tuesday, right?
That is correct.
I did pick it up on Tuesday at Best Buy, and I gotta say, top 10 album for me right now.
Thank you, man. Thank you very much.
I listen to it at least like 2-3 times a day, if not more.
No shit. That's cool, man. I appreciate that.
Oh yeah. So what inspired you to go in this route for the Faceless?
He's been my friend for a long time.
We have Spencer Sotelo here.
Hey, Spencer.
Oh, you're in an interview.
Stay in. I want to keep this.
Oh my God, I just really
No, it's all good.
No, you only ruined it if I didn't want you here, man. Hell of a show tonight here.
Thank you. I'm sorry about that.
No. Stick around, man. This is cool.
You don't have to stick around, man.
I'm gonna get going, but I'm sorry once again.
Not a problem.
My name's Wes. I'll see you momentarily.
Yes. I'm kind of a fangirl, so I might get a little...
Oh, okay. And so long as that happens, I'll be okay.
All right.
So,
Anyways.
what was the question?
What inspired you to go in the route of Autotheism?
Are you talking about
Well, I mean, like
the
music-
the
yeah,
record
music.
being more progressive than any other Faceless release?
Oh,
I would
absolutely.
say that, I mean, we're all big fans of, like, this may sound cheap, but like music for musicians, I think, you know what I mean? I think we all really like stuff with like an advanced sense of harmony, and then we all, I mean, obviously there's a lot of, like licks and a lot of, guitar stuff on the record, and I don't know, dude. I mean, I came into this writing process a lot later, you know what I mean? Like, this is, the song that I added is 10 Billion Years, and then I have, that's my tune, that Being Keen kind of reworked, and then I have a solo on the end of Emancipate, which is the very last solo on that song is mine. So, I mean, to just kind of jump into it, dude, I'll say that before I joined the band and, heard a lot of the stuff, I was excited as shit because I think that it's really new, and I definitely don't think that it sounds like anything else that's out right now, dude. So, to be a part of it, writing-wise, is really, really cool because, for better or for worse, it was a pretty complete record before I came in,
Yeah.
And it's just, I'd say, generally speaking, dude, there are probably a lot of, fans that will be alienated by it, which, I mean, I understand. I think that pretty much every band goes through that when they come out with a new record and they do something new, and that's fine with me, dude. It really is, because it's still brutal, it's still heavy, it's still dark as shit, but it's progressive,
Yeah, and that's definitely right up my alley. I mean, I've loved all three Faceless albums that have been out, but Autotheism, I mean, that's definitely right up my alley for technicality, progressive, and you know, even just the avant-garde weird stuff that's on there is definitely the stuff I definitely love.
Yeah, I think that there's something about this record particularly, dude, that will, I mean, if it alienates a handful of people, it'll open up, you know, like this record kind of opens up like to a broader spectrum of fans, I think, than we currently had, you know what I mean?
Right.
Because the Faceless, dude, I mean, before I joined, was one of my favorite bands, and they've done a lot of really, you know, like death metal tours, dude. We've toured with, you know, Dying Fetus, Suffocation, and a lot of, like, you know, like the really, like, old school, like, Metallicas of death metal kind of bands. I mean, for fuck's sake, we're playing with fucking Cannibal Corpse on this tour, dude, and they're, like, they're the shit, and they're still, like, ripping everyone's dick off on this tour. And, like, with that said, I think we still, you know, we're still huge fans of, like, really traditional, like, brutal death metal, but the aspect of, like, advanced sort of harmony, you know what I mean, like graduate school harmony and entering, like, a death metal sort of a realm is what most people would say happened on Autotheism, and I'm fucking totally about it. And we all are.
Oh, same here. I mean, as a listener, absolutely. I mean, as cool as it is, I mean, like, with the brutal technical death metal, it's always good to push the boundaries to see what you're capable of.
Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, it's a fun time in the band right now.
Yeah. So you've been playing a couple new songs off Autotheism. How's the crowd reception been so far for it?
It's been good. I think that, especially with Deconsecrate, because we played it on the last tour, there's a lot of people who know it now, and then especially now that the record's been out for a few days, these last few shows, there's definitely a lot more people who seem to know the tunes, you know what I mean, than they have before, so it's cool. It's really cool.
Oh, very cool. And speaking of you and our cameo by Spencer from Periphery, you did a solo on the newest Periphery album.
Yes, I did.
How did that happen?
Well, been friends with all those guys for a few years now, and I fucking love Periphery, dude. I think that they have a huge future, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I think that they are they're always going to be one of my favorite bands. So, like, Misha, before that Dream Theater tour, asked me to do a solo, and was like, by the way, the other two dudes are Guthrie Govan and John Petrucci. Like, have fun. So it was a little fucking, you know, I mean, like, it was a little nerve-wracking in the sense that, like, who am I? You know what I mean? Like, along with these two other names, it's like it's retarded. It really still is. It's fucking, like, on paper, it's retarded that I had the opportunity to do that. But I'm really glad that I did, and I think that their new record is fucking amazing, and it's probably going to be the best thing out there until they make a new one. Really, it is, dude. They're fucking that record. You know, even if you weren't necessarily a fan of the music, dude, the production on it and like the way that record sounds is amazing. So I mean, they fucking, dude, they are a sick band full of fucking really great dudes who are gonna, you know, continue to stay relevant forever, in my opinion.
I happen to fully 100% agree. And I was actually interviewing Jake earlier, and I was telling him in the best way possible that the new album is a gent killer, meaning that they're not just going to be like stereotyping the gent sound, they're going to make it bigger and better in progressive metal.
Yeah, I mean, they are sort of like the band that proliferated the term, and I think in sort of a joking way in the beginning, and then it all of a sudden became like a word to describe a genre or a sound, and what I see anyway, dude, is that like any of these bands now who are fallen under the umbrella of what you would consider gent, they sound like shit. It's like bands who do, like, you know, are considered gent bands sound like stuff on Misha's SoundClick from like 2006
Absolutely.
or 2007. They don't sound like they're doing anything that he didn't do fucking 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I love that dude and I respect the shit out of him, and I think that they all as a group, you know, Jake is a really, really sick guitar player, so is Mark, like, you know, and it's a difficult thing, obviously. It's a weird thing to have 3 guitar players in a band, but they fucking rip every night, and it sounds immaculate. They're all fucking, dude, that band rules, and that's what I'm saying. That's what the greatest thing about this tour is. It's a fucking tour of friends. It really is. So, I mean, if anything, like, I'm gonna be bummed when this tour is over. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be bummed as shit because I'm gonna go home and take a shower and sleep and, like, wake up and be like, well, what the fuck am I gonna do? You know?
I hope to see you guys on more tours together. I mean, it's a perfect combination seeing you two.
I would love that too, man. I really would. I genuinely, I think that there's a possibility of it happening a few more times, and like we all, I think, like, if we all had like the right offer and like we all like got the right package, we would do it again in a fucking heartbeat.
Oh yeah. Even though it just Autotheism literally just came out this week, do you have any new riffs that you're thinking about, like, for future Faceless albums?
Yes. As a matter of fact, we are gonna like start bringing out. I'm gonna get like a decent little, like, I'm gonna get like an Apogee Duet, like, little interface, and like have my laptop basically, and start doing that shit on tour, because there's a lot of times, man, like, if it's at a sound check or if I'm just sitting there warming up, like, I'll have a riff idea, you know, and I think it's important for us, you know, like, I'm definitely down for us having a lot of stuff to work with next time we do a record, you know what I mean, like, having, like, you know, 2 years worth of riffs piled up, you know what I mean, to fuck with and stuff, so, yeah.
Yeah, because it has been a long time since the last album, so it's, like, good to have that many ideas floating around for the future.
Yeah, I mean, I think that there were a lot of circumstances, like, that led to it being such a long process. Like, Keen actually messed up his hand a while back, dude, like fell, and he wasn't drunk or anything, but fell on a piece of glass, and it cut his hand open and everything like that. So
wow.
I know that put him out for a while, and there's been a few other things that have happened that I think that made the process take a little bit longer, but in the end, you know, here we are, and it's out, and we're just gonna keep touring on it and fucking.
I'd definitely love to see that. For the rest of the year, do you have any more touring plans?
There's a few more things right now. We definitely want to stay busy. I definitely want, and I think we all do. I think we all really want to, like, keep going for the rest of this year. You know what I mean? I would love to do another couple tours this year, and it's quite possible that it is going to happen. There's just, you know, there's a lot of stuff that has to get worked out, but as it goes right now, we have a few pretty cool offers that we're looking at, and we would like to fucking do, you know.
True. For future live shows, say that you get to do, like, a headlining tour, what songs would you really want to play live?
Well, I mean, I would love to start playing Pestilence. I'd love to pretty much play all of Planetary and all of Autotheism if possible, if we had, like, a headliner and we had the time to do it. The thing is, it's like, you know, on a summer festival tour like this, you get a 30-minute set, so you just kind of pick your tunes wisely, like, and it would be cool to do. I love pretty much everything in the catalog, so it would be hard to pick out a certain one, but I'd say Pestilence, which I don't think the Faceless has played in a while, you know, a couple of years maybe.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to bring that one back, and I would love to fucking do like Ancient Covenant and Planetary 1 and 2. I am dying to play those. I really want to play
I would love to hear those live. Absolutely. And also for tours, is there anybody that you would like to bring out on tour, or anybody that you would like to open up for that you haven't before?
That is a fucking good goddamn question right
Thank
there.
you.
I think, dude, I love Surreption. I don't think that they've ever toured the States, and I would venture to say that I don't think they've even really toured Europe. They've just done probably like little short runs, but they are an amazing fucking band. Like, they're one of my favorite bands ever. Surreption is like, I don't know, they're incredible. I would love to tour with Decapitated. I would love to do a tour with Spawn of Possession as well. As far as like the death metal side of things, you know, like I guess I probably covered that. I'd love to tour with Megadeth too. That'd be awesome. It's a lot of, I don't know, man. I think collectively we would all come up with a bunch of different ones, but I would love to do this tour again too. Like, if I could just do this tour for like the next year, like, I would do it. I'd totally fucking do it.
Well, it's a perfect lineup, really.
Yeah, a lot of great bands and a lot of really great people, dude, so it's cool. I mean, this is the fucking, it's like metal summer camp, really.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
So, in closing, is there anything that you'd like to say to anybody listening or hearing this right now?
Check out Autotheism. Check out Periphery's new record. Check out Veil's new record. Another band that I really like on this tour is Goathor.
Oh, yeah.
I really like Goathor. And just eat vegetables and take vitamins, because I don't, and I get sick on tour. So make sure you build up those antibodies pretty good, and pack a lunch.
And on that note, that was Wes from the Faceless. This is that drummer guy, Josh Runquist. Thank you.